You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
Two more questions for you. 15 minutes of fame. Fresh off the Faceoff with Rosenberg, bro. We got A-Ward in the building. Now, I'm going to say this only because he said it in the interview already. Rosenberg, bro, speaking of rebuttals, he said, if you rebuttal, you'll be playing right into his game. To that, you say what?
Have you ever heard an amazing rebuttal and regretted hearing it?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Nah. I had to think about it for a second because I didn't know if that was a trick question or something.
Right.
But,
So
okay.
how many guys do we consider great rebuttalers, right? Chef Tresh, Sharon, DNA, Charlie Clips, Banks, right? Mm-hmm. I put myself in that category, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Accumulation of all their battles, they battled hundreds of people that all knew they were going to rebuttal.
That's a fact.
Why all of a sudden does Rosenberg Raw have the recipe to say if I shake the building with a rebuttal, it's a bad thing?
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, literally, at Max Out 1, Ill Will ended his round with, now go ahead and try and rebuttal that. Mm-hmm. I started my next round with,
Yeah, they go Ill Will right there.
Right. That is a fact, though. He was like, see if you can rebuttal that. You know what I mean? Like, the defense for a rebuttal is only if your rebuttal doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So, if I play into his hand, like, you have an angle that says, oh, you think better on your toes than you do writing? That's fine, but I thought better on my toes than you did writing too.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, like you said, if I play into his hand of rebuttaling or whatever, that sounds cool. But
Can we still count on them rebuttals?
it's there.
Okay.
One thing I don't want to do, and I'm getting into that territory, is I know Chef Trez felt the pressure to do 3 of them things all the time. And people was like, yo, what's wrong with him? Why is he not doing 3 of them things?
Yeah.
I don't want people to look at A-Ward and say, he's not rebuttaling, so he's off his game.
Yeah.
That's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, I can hit a triple, a single, a double, bat 3 for 4, drive in 4 RBIs, and have a great game. But just because I didn't hit a home run doesn't mean, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I was upset with you. You did one of them ARP joints, and you basically broke down the technique of rebuttaling.
I gave off too much information.
Yeah.
However, Ill Will played into it with his material, and I thought it was some of his dry spots.
Okay.
So I gave off too much information.
Well, no, but it's not about your opponent. I'm talking about you taught everybody. Like when you kind of was saying the mid-round rebuttal, the pre-buttal, the this. I was like, oh shit, he telling the game is to be sold.
You know what I mean? KFC, you don't get to know all the seasons.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, so I kind of was giving off a little bit too much of
I said, hey, well, chill, relax. I'm looking at the interview like, stop.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said in the face-off, the crowd is gonna be waiting on A-Ward's round, and they're gonna be telling their friends, yo, this is the cat that rebuttals like crazy. You know what I mean? If I don't rebuttal, I'm kind of robbing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even though they paid to come see 3 rounds, like, Rosenberg, like, you don't want me to rob the fans. They here to see me flip, you talk about Jesus, or you talk about, me being whatever, this, that, and the third. Like,
Right.
That's what they here for.
Right.
He should want me to rebuttal. I want Rosenberg to be Rosenberg. He should want A-Ward to be A-Ward.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.